Okay, YouTube, you know who it is. So we're here at this client's house, and this is a Delta faucet, and this is a plastic Delta cartridge, and this is the way it's gonna look. Okay, Delta. It's like a half turn or quarter turn because it's got stops. It's got these inside there that stop, and it stops on this piece of plastic. The stem is keyed, D-shaped key. You take off the big nut, and then you may have to stick between the barrel and the plastic cartridge. You may have to stick like a putty knife and work it around a little bit until you loosen that up. Pull out the cartridge. They sell these in the hardware stores and plumbing supplies. I think it's a 1224, Delta 1224. Usually what leaks is in the bottom there in that hole is this spring and washer. That's usually what leaks, and it seats against the bottom there. Replaceable. Delta, this is a common Delta part. It fits into single handle faucets and it fits in this. Replace the spring and that. Replace this if you can. I happen to have the little Delta washers here. In my Delta kit. Most of this stuff is for the Delta single handle faucet, but this could be used in both. And then also I have the my plastic stem assortment, and this is going to be the replacement, and I have two, so we're going to fix this lady up. Also, the aerator, after you do this work, because we shut off the valves under the sink, the shut-off valves, and doing this, you're going to loosen up a lot of debris inside the pipes. It's going to come and clog up your aerator. So before you turn the water back on, you're going to want to take this aerator off, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, but it's upside down, so you got to think about it. You're going to want to take this aerator off, and at a minimum, clean it out, and the optimum thing to do is replace the aerator, which I have some aerator. I have a replacement aerator here, although it's chrome and this is brass, but the old one that she had in there was chrome too, so it's not going to be a big deal. So we got this out. Now it's a little tricky to get the new one in, but I don't know how I'm going to do this with my with this camera here so you guys can see it. Maybe I'll just try and okay, maybe I'll just try one-handed. So we get the spring. And I'm going to show you a little trick, so bear with me. We got the spring and the new washer. When the spring sits like that, you want the skinny end. Sorry about that finger in the frame. You want the skinny end up. And this goes on there now, because it's down in that barrel and it's a little tough to get. I usually use like an ice pick. And then I'll put the ice pick in there. And you see I still have the washer up, but then I'll let it drop down, and I'll kind of squiggle it around until it lines up, and then I stick my finger in there and I pop the spring and that new washer. There we go. I popped it right in there. Now we're going to take, I'm trying to do this one-handed just to show you guys, and I'm going to take the new plastic cartridge, and I'm going to set it right in there. And the stop, as you remember, the stop was, both stops were to the right. When I take the old ones out, I put them in the same position they were, so I know which way the stops were and I don't get confused and stuff. That's a little tip for you. So when I take them out, I don't go messing them around. I take it out and I place it right there so I know which way the stop was. Because there's little plastic keys here. You see that little plastic key right there, and it's got to fit right down in there. And then we put our big nut on again, and you don't want to cross thread it, so back and forth until you know it's in there good. Okay? And now the other side, I've already got it out, and I used this little O-ring pick to get it out, but you don't want to scratch anything in there, so be really careful sticking any kind of metal tools inside of any faucet works. Be very careful. And again, we're going to find a spring, a Delta spring, a new one, and we're going to find a Delta washer, and we're going to pop it together, and we're going to do my ice pick trick. Okay, And the ice pick goes in the hole, and the washer and the thing will slide down there. And then we stick the finger in there. And that's it, it's in. And then we got our new Delta 1224, And again, indexing it to the stop to the old one. And make sure our little plastic knots are lined up. And then our big bolt. And again, don't cross thread it. So back and forth until it goes nice and easy. Okay, good. Okay, good. We got the aerator out. I'm gonna snug these guys up. Snug them up, not too tight, not too loose. Snug them up. Okay, so like I really try to get it like as finger tight as I can, and then another quarter turn or so, double checking everything all the time. Okay. Good. Now our handles go back on, and again they're indexed, so this one might actually be backwards. So I'm going to turn it, and then as we get the index, it slips right in there. Okay, and this one seems to be in almost the right position. Okay, so these are actually half-turn deltas, and the stop is like a half-turn. And then our 2 screws, we're going to tighten those guys up. And but first I want to test it, so I'm going underneath to the shutoffs, and we want to test it at this point. And we're also, gosh, she's got all kind of crap under the sink. We're testing it, and we're also flushing out the line. Oh my God, I'm dropping more stuff. Because I told you that there's a lot of debris after you use these shutoff valves and play with fixing the faucet. There's always a lot of debris in the pipes that's going to come, and you'll see it actually, because when I first turn this on right now, and I can feel my shutoff valves actually leaking. I'm going to have to tighten the packing up on that. You may see some black water come out initially. Okay, and try to hide. Well, yeah, see, there it is. That would be all debris that would clog the screen inside your aerator. So that's why you take the aerator off, because of that debris that comes out of the pipe. So we want to flush this and manipulate it and flush it out. And it's not leaking, so that part's good. We got to do our aerator. So I'm going to need 2 hands to open this package. So Dino in the Handyman zone signing out to finish this off. That's how you replace the washers and cartridges and fix any leaks in a Delta bathroom basin faucet. Very similar to something like this is a Delta shower. It's going to be very similar to that, but not exactly the same. It's got different cartridges, but that's the tub. And very similar also to the single handle Delta, as far as the washers are the same, but you're going to have like balls and stuff in there. We'll get to that another day, the single handle Delta faucet. Is that like a cool thing? Alright, like that, right? Okay, cool. That's like that